Hi there, and welcome to another of our Monday Mode videos, where we demonstrate some typical HR meetings with the help of our friends in business. Today we're joined by Jan from Jet's GPS Fleet Solutions. We've been asked a lot recently about exiting employees from business, whether that be for performance or conduct reasons. And in the current climate, we keep being asked if they can be made redundant. That answer is no, because performance or conduct issues are not legitimate or legal reasons for redundancy. If you're looking for a quick exit, you can consider settlement agreements, and we've covered that off in a previous Monday Mode session. So today we're going to look at another alternative, the formal disciplinary process. As you know, we're massive advocates for trying to deal with things informally first, but where a chat, retraining or additional support hasn't worked, it's sometimes the route that's needed. In this demonstration, Jan is playing the role of the employee who has had many occasions of lateness. He's been spoken to before informally and he promised he would start coming to work on time, but the late starts keep happening. Claire is his manager and feels she's got no option but to consider formal action, so she's asked Jan to come into an investigation meeting. I'll act as narrator at key points and I'll also be the minute taker. So let's head into the meeting.
Hi Jan, so thanks for joining me today. I need to talk to you about your lateness. Now, we spoke a couple of weeks ago and you promised to improve, but in the last 2 weeks you've been late 4 times. So I feel we need to have a more formal discussion. This is going to be classed as an investigation meeting and Lisa's here to take notes of the meeting for me. You'll be given the opportunity to answer any questions and provide any mitigation that you'd like to put forward during the meeting. Now, this is purely to find out the facts, and once I have all the information from you and you've said everything you'd like, I'll then decide if there's a case to answer. If I do believe that there is, I'll recommend that a disciplinary hearing takes place and I'll pass this to an appropriate manager to conduct. So the possible outcomes of the investigation today is that there could be no further action, I could need to do further investigation, or I could recommend a formal disciplinary hearing. I'd like to ask for your total openness and honesty throughout the meeting, please. And do you have any questions before we start?
Yeah, why wasn't I given any advance notice of this meeting? I thought I was allowed a rep with me.
Well, this is the investigation meeting and we might find there is no case to answer, so we're not yet in a formal process. If I do find that there's a case to answer and you're invited to a disciplinary hearing, that's the point where you'll be given notice and the right to be accompanied.
Okay, seems a bit odd that you're allowed someone here and I'm not.
Well, Lisa's here just to take notes only. She'll make sure we've got an accurate record of what is said and we will share this with you. She's not here to play any part in the meeting.
So employees can sometimes feel hard done to during an investigation, but the truth is that nothing might come from it. The investigation is just the fact-finding stage, and it gives the employee the chance to put forward their side of the story. So whilst an employee has no legal right to be accompanied at an investigation meeting, your own procedure might allow them to, so make sure you check.
So Jan, last time we spoke about your lateness was a couple of weeks ago, and you'd promised me that you'd get to work on time. Your official start time is 9 AM. On Monday, you arrived at 10:20 and you didn't telephone me to advise me that you'd be late either.
Yeah, sorry about that. I used my phone as my alarm and it wasn't charged. That's why I couldn't ring you either.
You told me that last time and you also said you were going to get a proper alarm clock to stop that happening again.
Yeah, I meant to. I just haven't got round to it.
As you can see here, it's a poor excuse for being late, especially as it seems it's been used as an excuse in the past. So let's see why else Jan was late.
Okay, so on Tuesday you arrived at 9:40 and again you didn't call me.
Yeah, the bus was late. Sorry, I can't control that.
Yeah, but why didn't you call me?
Well, I didn't know how late the bus was going to be, so I couldn't have been able to tell you what time I'd be in.
Well, how often do the buses run?
It's supposed to be every 10 minutes.
So are you saying there were no buses in a 40-minute period? 4 buses were late?
Yeah.
Now we all know that buses do sometimes run a little late, but for 4 buses not to show, it seems a little far-fetched. It's possible Jan had another lie-in, so let's see what his next reason is.
On Thursday you arrived at 9:15, but you did call me about that one.
Yeah, the childminder was ill, so I couldn't have the children, so it took me a little time to find someone else to have them. I thought I was going to have to take the day off, but luckily I found someone. I'm really sorry.
Thanks for calling me, and I completely appreciate the circumstances here were totally out of your control. I'm happy that this instance is discounted, as it's the first time that that's happened to you, and the fact you called me and kept me up to date until you got here was really appreciated.
Now here it appears Jan had a very genuine reason for being late. It was something he couldn't control and he kept Claire informed. Had this have been his only lateness, he wouldn't find himself in this meeting, as one-off incidents should be considered reasonable. However, let's go back to the meeting where we discover the reason for Jan's fourth lateness.
So the following Monday you were 20 minutes late and you failed to call me again. It's really frustrating, Jan. Every time you arrive at the office late, I tell you that you need to call me if you're going to be late. It's a reasonable management instruction and you keep ignoring me.
I'm really sorry. It's because I'm embarrassed. They're selecting on Monday and I was worried I'd lose my job and you'd tell me not to come in, so I thought I'd come in to say sorry in person.
Well, it's not really good enough, Jan, and we can't really continue like this. You've been with us for 3 years and you've always had a great record, but this past few months your lateness is really letting you down. Is there anything going on with you that you want to share that's had an impact, or anything we can support you with?
So it's really important that you ask this. If Jan's been a model employee up to this point, there might be something happening in his personal life that he needs your support with. Of course, Jan might not want to tell you if there is, but at least you've tried to find out.
No, nothing's changed.
So nothing's happened to make you start being late?
Well, I got a new game for my Xbox a month ago and it's pretty addictive, so I've been going to bed later.
So there we have it. We now understand the reasons for Jan's lateness and it's nothing to be concerned with. So let's see what Claire does next.
Okay, well, thanks for being honest with me, Jan, but it's not really a good enough reason for me not to do something more, as our informal chat hasn't worked. And despite me asking you numerous times to call me if you're going to be late, you're still failing to do that. I won't count the lateness for childcare, but the other 3 are unacceptable. So I'm going to recommend a formal disciplinary hearing, and I'll pass these notes and my findings to an appropriate manager to take forward. Now, before I close the meeting, is there anything else you want to add or anything else you want to tell me?
No, I just want to say sorry and I'll start limiting my gaming so that I get to bed at a reasonable time, and if I'm late again, I'll call you.
Okay, so thanks, Jan. I mean, I'll send you a copy of the notes afterwards so you can check they're accurate, and you'll get invited to the disciplinary hearing in writing and be advised of your right to be accompanied. You can go back to work now.
And there you have it. That's a very simple investigation meeting. The issues were straightforward and there wasn't any mitigation that needed to be considered, as Claire discounted the lateness due to childcare. Investigations can be much more complicated than this, so if you're in any doubt, please contact us. Now from this, Claire will send Jan a copy of the minutes to check, and the next step is for him to be invited to a disciplinary hearing. So with that in mind, we'll be bringing you that disciplinary hearing next Monday.